atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule. As he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down, Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Well, sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player. Knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
For Murray in the wild card game against Houston, just 39 yards on 12 carries. So now you look at the season all told, just under 800 yards, Charles. He did score 12 touchdowns. What did you think of his year?
I thought it was an excellent year for him, and I know 1,000 yards is the benchmark. Remember, he didn't play in all of the games, and Oakland became a passing-type team with Derek Carr throwing the ball around. I think Latavius Murray is clearly a #1 running back in the NFL. And with those 3 Pro Bowlers in front and the offensive line, I think the future is bright.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So the D-line's going to spread out. Smith on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
A long way to go for the offense here on third down. Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for KC. 53 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's brought down. Charles Tyreek Hill finished the year with 593 yards, 6 touchdowns, and we saw how he can be versatile, his explosiveness. Only made $450,000 this year. He's just 22 years old. Did he make some money for the future years, though?
Oh, there's no question about that. He made excellent money for himself through incredible play. And to show his impact, I thought we'd go back to the playoff game against Pittsburgh. When Pittsburgh, in their first kickoff, kicked away from him and gave up big-time field position, and Kansas City rolled down and scored, for the rest of the game, they decided, let's kick to him and try and bottle him up. They were successful in this game, but it just shows the impact he has that people want to keep it away from him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelce was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways, whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he caught the ball, he ran like he was a running back.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They run it here. Where? It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They run again with Ware. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On the ground, this is Ware. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Well, we looked at each other, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold it.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
And we'll see Oakland take over on offense in a second. And I know these Raiders don't want to hear it, but it's kind of the talk of the town. Such a promising season, looking so good. Carr gets injured, and then they just fall off and lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, in fact, when we brought it up, they told us they didn't want to talk about it because for them, they just want to look forward. Great year last year. They know about the injuries, Carr getting hurt, etc. But for them, the focus is now, and they think that they can be not just a playoff team again this year, but a Super Bowl contender.
And the last time they were in the playoffs, they were a Super Bowl contender back in 2003 when they fell short in Super Bowl 37. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd. They come up in an offset eye. Carr now to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro. But he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him. Taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st down, Murray. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing now is Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, let's take a quick pivot here, and I want to ask you about the Kansas City game against Pittsburgh. I certainly didn't see 6 field goals winning that. No touchdowns for the Steelers. That was an interesting affair.
It really was, and while Pittsburgh never got into the end zone, found a way to win it with 6 field goals, Kansas City did get into the end zone, but not at the times that they flat out needed to. So both of these teams were exhibiting that bend but don't break mentality on defense. And Pittsburgh, with the help of a holding call on a 2-point conversion, tied the ball game for Kansas City, took that off the board. Pittsburgh able to escape and head to an AFC Championship game showdown with New England.
And you had a very good, succinct quote to me. You said 6 field goals will not beat New England.
Not a chance in heck. Just 6 field goals beat New England. They've got to find a way to turn those into touchdowns.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And the back goes into motion. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking deep for Crabtree. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the run, it's Ware. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run now with Ware. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Kelsey out in the slot right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Chiefs' offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Tackle made by Perry Riley.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Just when you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Deep drop. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's Murray. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Carr going to throw. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, was that Justin Houston breaking up a pass on his zone drop there?
It was indeed the former Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, normally what we talk about with him, rushing the passer. That's where he's really earned his reputation. But showing here he can be a complete player with that great speed of his.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yard...
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there, taking it in. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And they're going to speed things up here.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, then he made a nice tackle. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Fresh set of downs here.
Three. Force. 3. Under.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Reggie Nelson, the free safety, in on the stop. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
To throw on second down is Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And quickly they get to the line. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
Smith now to throw. And that is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.